to take. Here we go then, map number 3 is live. OpTic find themselves 1 game away from eliminating Shopify Rebellion.
That's what a story it's been so far for these two teams. Neither of them, as we said, wanting to be in this position. However, it is the hand that they have been dealt. OpTic 1 game away from closing it out, and what a start from them. It's already 3 dead off the opening.
3 dead, Frosty last alive. They're trying to hunt him down right now. You can see the Bound was thinking about a little bit of hill time. He gets the lead. Most importantly also, diverts his attention to top middle to collect the first camo of the game.
Love the series of events there from Bound. Knows that the kill's more important, and then even more important than that is the camo. Cycle, though, wins an important 1v1 here at U-turn.
A little bit shaky there from Bound. 2 dead for OpTic Gaming. And it will be Shopify now who stepped into this bottom middle hill for the first time. One of the most difficult hills to hold. And Frosty's starting to get fired up as well. Wins the individual fight, and he knows that he might be the guy that has to get Shopify going here. 3 dead for OpTic.
You just saw that in the player cam. As you said, Frosty popping off, getting loud. And now an opportunity for some control here.
Hits the body onto Renegade, cleans him up. Formal knows the pressure is coming. Bodies him as well. Damage output with his shock rifle, superb from Frosty. But Bound in the feed is going to get that pick. Formal's going to re-challenge, and Formal will win that fight.
Good damage from both sides there. Take a look at the hill, though. 3 dead for Shopify, however, not before they put about 50% of the progress on the board.
Trying to see if Shopify get a split spawn here or spawn together. See the Bound is already trying to put pressure on. It is a split spawn. 2 of them in blue, 2 of them spawning in and around Yard and Tramp. So OpTic are going to have their heads on swivels here. They managed to find 2. And Bound on the flank might find the 3rd as well. It's going to be Renegade who steals it away. But OpTic fans and OpTic players won't care. It's 3 players from Shopify in the death screen.
Back-to-back 3 dead there. Bound does very well to deny the driveway push as well, which forces things here over to Soda and Posters. Very good damage continues, however. Legend and Bound to the first to fall. It felt like OpTic should have had the hold there. They get a little bit aggressive around driveway and Posters.
3 dead. Royal 2 with the camo as well. Spotted out by Formal momentarily. All of OpTic now spawning together on the snipe side. There's an opportunity for Shopify Rebellion here to contain the players from OpTic Gaming, as they will get into a pretty healthy lead. But this next team fight could decide which way this hill goes. That's why Royal 2 has been so careful. Ooh,
he's been spotted out. Just like you said, he knows that the picks are going to be more important here. He dumps out of the hill. Frosty falls again. They need to be careful. 2v1.
Had to challenge that situation. Camo was disappearing. Fights were being won by OpTic elsewhere. And OpTic Gaming, last shot is last alive, go into a slender lead on this bottom middle hill. Next fight will win the hill.
This is big here. 3v3 on the map.
Cycle finds 1. Formal trades it out. 2v2 on the map right now, but Legend's nowhere near that hill. Renegade split across the map completely from Legend. The Frenchman on an island. He knows he has to get near that hill, though. Renegade wins his fight, but if we trade it out immediately, OpTic's starting to get back on the map. Legend now on the flank has played this absolutely perfectly. He's inside of this hill. 2 dead for Shopify. Cycle with the shock rifle, though, forces Legends to step out.
Just bit by bit. You never see a hill end like this. This is such a good indicator and representation of what it is between these teams. They can only dip their toe in for a second and then realize there's too much to risk. They have to dip out. Still no one scoring yet on this first hill.
Legend playing this so well, though. Playing his life beautifully. But Cycle's inside of that hill. Legend repulses backwards. And as he fades away, he closes the eyes of Cycle as well.
Big.
What a run this is from Legend. This is brilliance from Legend. The Frenchman plays his life perfectly. And because of that, OpTic will be up by 1. It is a masterclass from Legend.
You have got to be kidding me. The patience from Legend, the execution, the micro, the way that he did that. Veteran blaze from this young gun here. But he has been here before, and this man, he now knows championships after his last 12 months of professional Halo, and my God, did it ever show during that sequence.
We have a limited amount of time when we're commentating these games, but to go back and watch that live from Legend, there are so many brilliant decisions that were made that influenced everything that happens afterwards. It was a perfect life. A killing spree, the way he was influencing spawns, the way he was staying alive, taking attention away. But now Renegade is taking his time to step into the limelight. It's a double kill for him.
And what a huge hill it was for a lot of reasons, most importantly because of how much game time has elapsed during that first hill and the battle that took place. There's only 2 minutes left on the game clock. It is huge, not just in the context of this series, but you could even say in the context of season stories for OpTic to now be up 1-0 with only 1:55 on the clock in a game 3.
Legend at 11 and 5. Staying alive, dancing around the pillars, and Royal 2 does not know how to tango. It's going to be 1-0 still, and time elapsing here for Shopify. They're 2 dead once again. OpTic inside of this yard hill.
Shopify needs to figure it out. They need to figure it out now. This is OpTic Gaming really holding down this area of the map, and they continue to score here.
Shopify can't get anywhere near this hill at the moment. 2 dead once again for Shopify. 3 dead for Shopify. And with the shots coming into the back of Legend, he's going to know exactly where their last player is. How good's Legend playing right now? He has no bullets left in his gun. And OpTic are up by 2.
Up by 2 with all weapons out of ammo. You do not see this all the time. He has a lone plasma pistol to take to the next gunfight. 1:43 left on the clock. 1 a hill. And is that second hill the dagger for Shopify Rebellion, not just in the series, but in the tournament?
There's not many players you would say are dangerous even without
Here he
their
goes.
starting weapon, but he still gets a trade with the plasma pistol. This man's on another level in this game.
He's going full Bear Grylls. Goes into combat with only what he could find on the ground and still gets the kill. Also, that paves the way for Renegade with a camo. 1:16 left on the clock, and OpTic Gaming making this game 3 one to remember.
Well, Shopify, even though there's 1 minute and 10 seconds left on this clock, need to keep in mind that if they are clean on these hills, there is a chance for them to come back. But OpTic don't look in the mood to give them a chance, to give them a sniff, to give them any opportunity of even getting to the right side of the map here. This is one of the most masterful performances of King of the Hill I've seen from a single POV. Legend has been insane.
He's 12 and 6, double positive in this game. What a performance from him as the Greenwall chant kicks off in the room for good reason. And they will continue to play time here. 39 seconds left.
Shopify do get inside of that hill though, and will be 4 dead. OpTic will have to fight a little bit longer. 40 seconds might not sound like a lot, but when that clock stops, it's enough time. And Cycle is winning his first fight as well. Hold on to your horses.
Watch these next few picks. As you said, a big first pick from Cycle. If they could do it again and get more advantage here, they might be able to get this one without too much of the game clock slipping off.
Shopify are throwing everything they can at this. But they're outside of the hill right now. They need to stop that game clock. This is the problem for them. Yeah, the kills are great, but they've got to be inside that hill to give themselves enough time to formulate this comeback. Bound gets the kill, but will be traded out. It's 2 dead for OpTic. And I wonder if OpTic are going to try and think about maybe giving this one up and play for the spawns on the side, because that's where that next hill's going.
Shopify fully jumps out to slay at blue. It cost them a lot of time, however, they are going to get this hill by the looks of it. They should be able to get these last ticks. They do, but there's only 19 seconds left now. Who will win the rotate?
Excuse me, we'll go to the driveway next.
Took the hill.
Camo will be picked up here by Renegade.
For free? No, it's burned!
It's 2 dead.
Huge burn. Can you imagine? 2 dead for OpTic, and it's a
The
burn
game
camo.
clock is the problem here. They need to get in this hill. They need to get in this hill, though. Royal 2 is inside of that hill. And what do OpTic do? They need one push.
They're going right away. Here they come.
Royal 2 has to hold this off, but has to stay near this hill. Has to stay in this hill. There's only 2 seconds left. OpTic starts to get some kills. It's a 2v2. Royal 2 cannot leave that hill. OpTic flush him out, and OpTic send Shopify Rebellion home. They sweep them 3-0 in our elimination bracket semi-final.
And OpTic Gaming says, let there be no doubt. A lot of talk and a lot of chatter after that Game 7 win in Arlington. A lot of fans calling it a narrow win and not enough to give them the momentum.